It's Thursday, and that means it is my favorite day of the week. It is Teenage Mutant Ninja Thursdays right here on the Digital Charcuterie YouTube channel. I'm James Rosile. This, like I said, is Digital Charcuterie Teenage Mutant Ninja Thursdays. Today we got Baron Draxum's reveal. The new villain of Rise of the TMNT was revealed just a day or two ago. We also got to talk. Sam Rockwell won himself an Academy Award. What is he associated with Ninja Turtles? If you don't know, well, you should, but I'll let you know in a little bit. And a little bit more, we're going to talk about the rise of the Ninja Turtles, the actual rise of Ninja Turtles, and why the show might be called Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That is what we've got this week on Teenage Mutant Ninja Thursdays. Hey guys, it's James Rosile. Welcome to TMNT Thursdays. Yes, gotta talk Ninja Turtles. First and foremost, we've got to give a shout out to my boy Sam Rockwell winning his first Academy Award. Can't believe it. If you don't remember, Sam Rockwell appeared in the very first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle live action film. He was a member of the Foot Clan. Never actually put on the Foot garb, if you remember correctly, but he wore a nice t-shirt, and one of the young kids asked if he has any cigarettes, and of course his response was menthol or regular. I love Sam Rockwell. I've been a fan of his ever since Ninja Turtles. That's a little bit of a lie. When he was in Charlie's Angels, that's when he really kind of came back to the forefront for me as an actor, which is weird. He was in Lawn Dogs and Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. Charlie's Angels was, I think, 2000 that came out, or around 2000. I was like, oh man, I really like him. And then somebody said, he's from Ninja Turtles. And I was like, bah! And it was weird because I had watched Ninja Turtles a lot. And it was awesome to see. I had it on VHS at the time, on Ninja Turtles on VHS. And then eventually I got it on DVD. Now I have the digital copy and Blu-ray, I think. Gotta love it. But he also has one really cool moment in the movie, which is a reference to Eastman and Laird. He got to do this one where the cop asks him about the Foot Clan. He says, go check out the East Warehouse over at Lairdman Island. East Warehouse, Eastman, and Lairdman Island, Laird. So, Lairdman, Eastman, awesome reference right there. Sam Rockwell, congratulations on your Academy Award. I do think your redemption arc was a little bit better in Ninja Turtles than it was in Three Billboards, but hey, it is what it is. All right, guys, cool news dropped also this week on the Facebook page, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Facebook page. They revealed to us Baron Draxum. Oh, finally! Last week, Andrew Fantasia and myself speculated on what in the heck this guy could look like. We did not expect this at all. Andrew was kind of like, maybe he'll be a giant turtle. We know he is obsessed with ooze. I gotta say this just before I talk about his appearance and whatnot. But he is obsessed with ooze, and his henchmen, what I'm reading, are not the Foot Clan. So the Foot Clan, they must be saving for Shredder later on. We know Baron Draxum will be in a recurring character. He's going to be in the premiere episode of the Turtles. So I don't know if he has Foot Clan also working with him, but he also, his henchmen are going to be referred to as the Ooze-Skeetos, which they're kind of insectoid looking creatures, I suppose. So Ooze-Skeetos. This is what I love about Ninja Turtles, is how much fun they can have with it. This reminds me of when Baxter Stockman got turned into a fly in the 80s show. And I was someone that wasn't disappointed that Baxter didn't get turned into a fly in Out of the Shadows. I really liked Tyler Perry in that role. Tyler Perry's laugh in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows at the beginning when Megan Fox is pretending to flirt with him. And he goes, in Comic-Con, that one of my favorite movie moments. Look, it gets me every time. It actually makes me laugh. You could tell I don't know if he's a fan of Turtles. It seemed like he was a fan of the Ninja Turtles, and he got into the Baxter Stockman and really took it. And I was really hoping for a third one where we could see him maybe turn into the Fly or get to do a little bit more, or maybe he's the one that finds Shredder from Krang and whatnot. And I thought it was fantastic. But now Baron Draxum, here's the crux of. So anyway, this is what he looks like. Check him out right here. He looks samurai-y. This is my opinion of him. He's kind of got that samurai feeling, but you can kind of see where the insects takes his look. John Cena's voice, I think, is going to suit this one. I really do. I think it's going to be a match made in heaven here. I'm very curious to see if he is a character that can transcend animation, if they'll ever try him in a live action. The problem with the Turtles in live action is, and I talked about this last week when we talked about the Shredder, is it's the Shredder. When you grew up with that 80s cartoon show, the Shredder was the villain. And even, the other series, the Shredder, Krang, I know is one, but, and I think it was Laird said, look, it's to him, it's not really, the Shredder's not really the big bad of Ninja Turtles. He's the reason the Turtles are the Turtles, but that's not why. And that's the problem with live action, will it hurt if they do one without the Shredder? We've seen 2 without Shredder, obviously. We saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 where they go back to ancient Japan. And then we've seen TMNT. But TMNT, what I liked about that movie was that it felt like a sequel to the live action films where it kind of said, well, Shredder was around, but now he's not. And we got that. And that movie was animated, though. And in live action, can you give me a Ninja Turtles movie without the Shredder? Do I want a Ninja Turtles movie without a Shredder? Is the Shredder like Uncle Ben, where they can one day be like, don't worry about that, we've got this? And is Baron Draxum going to be that guy? I haven't seen enough. I like the concept of him. I like that he's obsessed with ooze, and he has the ooze mosquitoes. I haven't seen any concept art of that. So if you have, please let me know so I can check it out, because I haven't. But I'm really, really enjoying what he looks like. So I'm looking down at it. This is like, he's got like the horns. Very samurai to me, very ancient, but also futuristic. His hands are giant. And I don't know if that's a mask that he's wearing or his face at this point in time. His hair is coming out from underneath it, it looks like. I read on the TMNTpedia page that he has purple hair. I'm not sure. From this drawing that I'm looking at here, this artist sketch, it looks like his hair might be brown and the way the light hits it is purple, but whatever. It says purple hair. I'm fine with that. Purple hair. Can't wait to see it. What do you guys think of Baron Draxum? Are you looking forward to Baron Draxum? Do you think he's just a Shredder ripoff? Not too excited. I like the idea. I like Meat Sweats. If you watched last week's, this Meat Sweats character, I can't wait to see. I'm hoping they Baxter Stockman, Bebop and Rocksteady him, where he is a character and then becomes Meat Sweats. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping we see the evolution of Meat Sweats. And I'm hoping that first episode, the premiere episode, when we see Baron Draxum and his goons, that there's just like this fat like henchman in the back just eating like a large steak. And he's like, I can't, boss. I can't. Oh. And he's like, Meat Sweats. And something like that. That's what I'm hoping. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Final thing I want to talk about today before we wrap this one up is the title, Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. When I first heard this title, I didn't think too much of it. Then I saw the concept art. There are 4 different species of turtles, which like I said, I thought that was kind of cool. It gives them each a unique characteristics, unique turtles. I know people are like, but then they're not actually brothers, and the dynamic is this. And I'm like, okay, fine. But they're adoptive brothers, and that's just as strong. And I think that's also a good message too. And it's fine. And for me, that works in a lot of ways. And like I said, I really like the idea that they can be 4 different species of turtles, each with their strengths, each with their weaknesses, and then they can come together. Now, last week, I got to give a shout out here. We're talking about this artwork right here that you're checking out on the screen. And shout out to Saku Baths, who sent me a link to a video we're watching from a toy fair where they revealed the toys that go along with these. And in that, they established a few things. One, Raphael's weapon, that's not going to be his weapon for the whole show. It sounds like he learns and progresses and eventually gets the Sai. And same with Michelangelo. His weapons are just for the start. And that is part of the rise of the TMNT. It's also said in this interview that Raphael starts off as the self-proclaimed leader of the TMNT. And I love that aspect of it. If you look at all the characteristics of the Turtles, which obviously they're carrying through to this new series, whether you like the animation style or not, the characteristics of the Turtles, it appears from what I can see right now, that they are carrying over the characteristics of the Turtles into the show. Even though they've changed little things, the actual characteristics are going to be the same. And in that, if you think about it rationally, Raphael has always kind of wanted to be the leader of the group. He's always felt, like the power. He's the bossy one. He's strong. He's smart in a lot of ways, but hot-headed. And in that respect, you can say, oh, yeah, he would totally be like, all right, guys, you're under me. Let's go. And I like that direction. I like the direction that they're taking that. I like that Leonardo eventually could become the leader. They could learn to grow. And while they're growing, Leo will be level-headed. And Raphael, I don't know how it's going to shape out. If Splinter's going to be like the 2012 one where Splinter, it's a gag, but it's a funny gag where he shuts the door and says, Leo's the leader. He goes, I got to meditate on it. Leo. It was fun. It made me laugh. But I think, whether they decide that Splinter decides on who the leader is of the Ninja Turtles, or whether it's Raphael himself saying, this isn't my position to be in, Leo, you take it. I think that would be a great trait for Raphael as a character. It would show that, yeah, he's hot-headed, yeah, he's muscle, and, yeah, he doesn't always think straight, but when push comes to shove, he knows what's best for the team, for the family, and I think that would be a great way to show it. The other cool thing so that's part of what I'm thinking about the rise of the Ninja Turtles, is they're not going to be the Ninja Turtles exactly that we know and love right off the bat. They're going to be a variation of that, and they're going to rise. They're going to grow into the Turtles that we've grown up with, that we know and we respect, and why we watch them all the time. The other cool thing is this one, well, I don't know if this is cool or not. I have to see it, because one of the things that I love about Turtles is New York. The New York pizza, obviously. The New York streets, the New York environment. They have to live in the shadows. Nobody can see them. It looks like now they're going to get out of that, and they're moving to a mystic world beneath the city of New York. And that's where Baron Draxum is. That's where he has all of his ooze obsession, which is the same ooze that turned the Turtles into the Turtles that we know and love. So this gives the show a lot of leeway in what they can do, because now you're not pigeonholed into it has to be nighttime or just completely throwing that out the window. It can be, now we're going to go down there, because down there it's all these weird mutants that Baron Draxum is the overlord of. So we're going to go down there in this mystic world, and we can fight any time of the day. We can do whatever we want. And so that's an aspect of that I find very curious. It's obviously beneath their sewers. So, Turtles live in the sewers, and now they get to go even lower to fight Baron Draxum. I'm really curious to see how Shredder plays into all this when he comes up. It's been revealed that he will come. So I'm really kind of curious on that one, and how, what his relationship could possibly be with Baron Draxum. I'm hoping they just don't do away with one for the other. I would like to see them all coexist in this world, and how maybe Shredder's up here and Baron Jackson's down here, and the Turtles like, we've got multiple layers of issues right now. Let's rise. That's what I'm ultimately hoping to see on the rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Again, though, like I said, the look of it, I love 2D animation. I come from, that background. Obviously, as a child, the computer animation didn't come out until later on. I remember the reboot cartoon series, which they're rebooting, Toy Story, obviously, and that kind of was a snowball effect into what we have now. And you don't see it very often, but I have compared it a few times now to Teen Titans Go. So we'll see. I'm really curious, though, to see how the animation style is. Not the art style, but is it going to be choppy animation, or is it going to be smooth and lax? It's going to be thick outlines of the characters. I'm looking forward to it. We have more artwork coming. The toys are coming. The show starts 26 episodes to start with. Looking forward to it, to say the least. I am looking forward to it. I will give reviews of episodes when I can. I will check it out. Teenage Mutant Ninja Thursdays is obviously going to continue. We're going to delve into the history of the Turtles and whatnot. Again, guys, this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Thursdays. Teenage Mutant Ninja Thursdays. If you like Turtles, if you like superheroes, if you like just movies in general, Star Wars, all that fun stuff, please give us a like and a subscribe here at Digital Charcuterie. We're here pretty much every day with videos. Thursdays is obviously Ninja Turtles. Fridays is Casual Friday, where you send me emails, comments, whatever it is. I'll pick some, throw them up, and talk about them on Friday. Tomorrow, so that's Fridays 11 a.m. Eastern time. Tomorrow, can't wait for that. Got some really cool questions that I'm looking forward to answering there. Thank you all who did send your emails. Tuesday, we have Super Tuesdays. It's all the world of superhero talk. But if news drops, I will be breaking the news as well. Same with Ninja Turtles. Baron Draxum dropped. They decided not to do a video. Save it for today. But if something huge happens, if they announce a film or if there's a trailer for Rise of TMNT, you will see that separately on this channel. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. It means a great deal to me and everybody else here. Thanks again, and cowabunga.